If I told you that fear is the biggest prison, would you believe me? Wake up, because today we're going to uncover one of the most controversial and powerful books ever written about success and the human mind, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. This book was written in 1938, but it was so shocking that it was locked away for over 70 years before being published. Why? Because Hill claimed to have interviewed the devil himself, and in that dialogue, he exposed the traps that keep us from reaching freedom. Stay with me until the end, because what you'll hear today could shake the way you see your life, your fears, and your future. And believe me, there will be moments of suspense that will keep you on the edge. Napoleon Hill is known for Think and Grow Rich, but this book, it's different. It's darker, deeper, and brutally honest. Hill writes it as an interview with the devil, where he asks questions and the devil reveals the methods he uses to control human beings. The devil isn't described as a horned creature with fire, but as a symbol of fear, doubt, laziness, and mental slavery. According to Hill, most people are drifters. They drift through life without purpose, letting external forces decide their destiny. And here's the scary part. Hill says the devil controls 98% of people on Earth. 98%! Only 2% manage to escape. Now ask yourself, which side are you on? If you think more people should wake up to this truth, hit like right now and subscribe. These lessons can literally break chains that keep us stuck. Hill explains that the devil's main weapon is fear. Fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of old age, and fear of death. These fears paralyze people, making them accept jobs they hate, relationships that don't fulfill them, and lives far below their potential. Example: think of someone who never pursues their dream because they're afraid of failing, or someone who stays silent in meetings because they fear being criticized. That's the devil at work, not as a creature, but as a voice in your head holding you back. Now imagine this. What if most of your decisions weren't truly yours, but programmed by fear? How much of your life has been stolen already? Subscribe, because here we don't just talk about this book. We also go deep into others like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Together, they give you the keys to freedom in money, spirit, and mind. The devil, according to Hill, also uses habits to control people. He calls them drifting habits. When you don't have a clear purpose, you drift. You let television, social media, gossip, addictions, and other distractions eat away your time. And when you drift, you're easy to control. Example: picture yourself scrolling for hours on your phone. At the end of the day, you wonder where the time went. That's drifting. The devil doesn't need to appear in your room. He already owns your time. Think about it. If you don't control your habits, someone else or something else already does. And that means you're not the master of your own life. Let me know in the comments, what habit do you feel has been holding you back the most? Write it down, because awareness is the first step to breaking it. But Hill also shares the way out: definiteness of purpose. The antidote to drifting is having a crystal clear goal, backed by discipline, positive habits, and self-control. He says that once you decide firmly what you want, whether it's financial freedom, health, success, or happiness, the devil loses power over you. Because fear and doubt can't shake someone who knows where they're going. And here's the twist. The devil admits that his greatest enemy is a mind that thinks independently. A person who decides for themselves is almost impossible to enslave. Look at history. The people who changed the world, inventors, leaders, creators, were never drifters. They had a burning purpose that kept them moving no matter the obstacles. Hit like if you want me to prepare another video where I break down practical ways to build purpose and discipline in your daily life, because that's the true secret to freedom. Another powerful lesson is the use of time. Hill says the devil steals people's time more than anything else. Time wasted on meaningless activities, procrastination, or chasing things that don't matter. But when you take control of your time, filling it with learning, building, and creating, you step into the 2% who live with purpose. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Every wasted hour is an hour given to the devil. If that doesn't wake you up, nothing will. Example: think about how many hours a week go into distractions versus how many into building your dream. Be honest with yourself. That ratio will tell you who's winning in your life, you or the devil. Subscribe, because in my other videos, like The Richest Man in Babylon, I share timeless lessons on how to use your time and money wisely. Lessons that build real freedom. Drop a comment. If you could reclaim just one wasted habit of time, what would it be? I want to hear your answer. Let's recap the big lessons. Fear is the devil's main weapon. Drifting habits make you easy to control. Definiteness of purpose is the antidote. Time is the currency of freedom. Independent thinking is the devil's greatest enemy. Your biggest battle is not out there, it's in your mind. If you live in fear, if you drift without purpose, if you waste your time, then you're already defeated. But if you wake up, define your purpose, and discipline your habits, you break free from the devil's grip. Remember, freedom doesn't start with money, it starts with mindset. Once your mind is free, everything else follows.